wonderful movie. So, what in particular attracted you folks into this movie? Like, what's the big draw?
For me, it was being able to tell a story about a female Marine, which is unique, something you don't hear all the time. To be able to learn a little bit about the K-9 unit, which again is something completely new to me, and they were just two ways into a story that maybe you think you've heard before, but you haven't because you've never seen it from this perspective.
Very similar reasons. There wasn't really anything about this story that I didn't want to, basically everything in it, I thought, oh, this is what I'm looking for. I've always wanted to play a Marine or tell a story about a Marine, because that world is quite fascinating to me. I'm very passionate about animals, and so that was just something that instantly connected me to the story. So, there was lots of elements about it.
How real is this film? Obviously, both of you probably met Megan Leavey. Mm-hmm. How real is this film to her, and what parts are kind of like exaggerated or fictionalized?
Oh, you'd have to ask her. Megan's the litmus test for all of it. We try to be just as truthful as we can, especially to her character, what's meaningful to her, which is, I think, the bond with the dog and how that happens. I mean, really, a lot of the things that happen at wartime and in her training and things like that are depictions that we got directly from her, mm-hmm. and from her story. So, yeah, we just hope we kind of do that stuff justice.
Now, what about working with the dog? What was the name of the actual dog that was working on?
Well, we had, they usually have a few dogs on set, but our main dog's name is Varco, and he was incredible. This is his debut. It's his first movie, but you would never know it. He was amazing, and we were training together. Neither of us had ever done anything like this before, so we were really learning together, and I think that's probably how we bonded so quickly.
What about your personal training? I mean, not only that you have to bond with the dog, but you also have to do kind of a military-style training for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did as much as we could in, the couple weeks that we had before we actually started production, and I was surrounded by some really fantastic people, Marines and trainers and experts. So I did physical training, I did weapons training, and as much of the actual Marine boot camp stuff that I could do, we tried to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And that outfit, that Hurt Locker looking outfit, that looks so uncomfortable when you actually had to work. Was it uncomfortable?
It's actually it's fine until you put the backpack on, because that weighs a lot. That was probably the heaviest thing. Otherwise, you really do get used to it. The heat definitely causes the discomfort the most, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And how was your overall experience for making this your first feature film directorial debut?
Yeah, first narrative film. It was incredible. It was there are parts that are very similar, having come from documentary. The toys are bigger, for sure, more at your disposal. But really, when it comes down to it, it's being faithful to character and story. And that is something that you do in both those forms. So, yeah, incredibly exciting, to work with Kate, which is a dream, and to be able to tell, hopefully, a story well and responsibly.
Last question. I believe you are dog lovers. Tell us why dogs are the best.
For me, it would be, I love all animals and dogs in particular. I don't know. I think they've evolved. They've all evolved with us for thousands of years, and as our companions, and
it's
they love us. They don't judge us.
Unconditional love thing. Yeah.
They totally love us. Exactly, and it's they're like partners in life for many of us who have them. So, I don't know. Just hope we can take care of them and give them what they need as much as possible, and tell movies about them, and whatever it takes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And be sure to keep your browsers tuned to lrmonline.com for the latest news, bochinche, and analysis.